How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the channel. My name is Brian, and in today's video we're taking a look at Moderna stock. Moderna has been crushing it with their stock, and not only their stock, with finding the cure to the pandemic. Iris recently confirmed to have a vaccine and ready to roll it out, and for that reason, can Moderna stock push all the way to 200? Just looking at the stock right now, I can already see some wedges and patterns that could probably and show good potential that Moderna can go to $200. I'm here on the dailies, and like I said, I can already see a nice wedge forming up right here. The fact that today is sold off a little bit doesn't make me nervous. This just makes me look at the potential for this stock to pop, because the low of the day is still higher than the previous low, which is higher than the previous low, which is higher than the previous low. Let's ignore these. Higher than the previous low, higher than the previous low, higher than the previous low. Okay, so we're in a nice consolidating wedge. What I want to see for a breakout is a breakout above 163. Even though today we technically almost, I believe we did open at that price. What caused the sell-off can be many factors. Was it a news catalyst? Let me check it out. The news seems to be looking good. Moderna has orders for the vaccine. So what's going on? Is it now because investors are selling their stock in order to cash out and take their gains? That is a possible scenario. Now that we are within the wedge, we can take a bird's eye view of the trend of the huge consolidation, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I believe this week is going to be a very important week, and we should break out of this wedge. If we don't break out either to the top or the bottom is another probable breakout. If we don't break out by the end of the week, Moderna can just trade sideways, and that's another possibility. It can just trade sideways, and between the zone of 153 to 165, 166. It can just trade sideways. So I'm gonna make that in the blue color. If Moderna was to sell off and people just cashing out because, you know, the hype is gone on the sense of we're gonna get a vaccine, we got a vaccine. That's just the flow of the cycles. When news is now a reality, investors take a hardcore decision and either decide to buy more for the future, or for the future growth, or sell now and cash out because they were early adopters. They probably purchased Moderna at any price between 100 and less, 120 and under, and they're already winners. As you can see, the all-time high is 176, 178. Recently almost tested it at 176 and sold off. Consolidated, went up a little bit and sold off today again. If tomorrow we open at around 155 and it does not continue to go upwards, I wouldn't be surprised to see it go down. And that could be the breakout. My last support level is 152.69, but we can cleanly say it's 162. If Moderna starts to close under 152, we are still seeing a lot of people just cashing out and selling. If we go to 152, I wouldn't be surprised to see 146. If we see 146, if we measure the initial incline of the wedge, how low can we go? Well, we could go pretty low, considering we can go all the way to 120. Wow, I'm pretty sure people don't want that. That is a possibility, and that is probably the one you don't want to hear. The one you do want to hear is that hopefully we open at 155, it starts trading upwards, and on Wednesday, December the 16th, we open at 162 and trading upwards, and we have a breakout that way. If we do go above 162 and closing around 165, then I wouldn't be surprised to see 170 and trying to hit an all-time high again of 178, and maybe just trading around that zone. So Moderna is going to be a risky play. It's obviously going to be on price action. As a trader, this is going to offer me great opportunity to either short the stock or bet on it going up with some call options. As an investor, I feel like Moderna is starting to have huge volatile days with potential large pullbacks. That's why it does sound crazy of Moderna going back all the way to 120, but it is possible. So be careful. As a long-term stock, well, in order for them to push all the way to $200 and all the way to $250, all the way to $300, doubling its current price, Moderna has to take on the next critical disease, which I actually do not know what that could be, solve the next health crisis. Again, this was all by the rumor. Moderna and Pfizer was another notable biotech company to produce a iris vaccine, and then they obviously did buy intense buying in such a period of time that a pullback of this size is not to be a foreign idea. So be careful with this. Again, Moderna being a long-term play in your stock portfolio as a long-term hold investor, well, you got to know when you have to cut it, and you got to know when you got to add more. Are you going to add more Moderna today that we had a bit of a sell-off and it looks like we're going higher? Well, that's totally up to you. Unfortunately, with this video, there's two very probable case scenarios, and I'm just going to be taking a close look at this stock with its price action and what support and resistance levels it breaks and holds. In order for me to help you update you on a more real-time basis, I really suggest you go over to our Discord group, where I try to update stocks on a more frequent basis. Making this video is just to bring it to your attention to be careful with Moderna, and I'm actually being on the sidelines until I see confirmation of a breakout towards the top, towards the bottom. If we go sideways, well, there is no position for me to take, and hopefully this is just consolidation until Moderna brings out even better news that, you know, they have the vaccine, they got a sole contract just to be the vaccine provider for the United States or a country like that. Those are good news, good catalyst to break out to the top and make the stock run higher. But even then, if we do run higher, let's say we were to run to $200, then a pullback to 170, 180 would not be strange either again. So be very careful with these stocks. Their IV, their implied volatility just on the options is off the roof, as much as over 100% on any given day on their options on both sides. As you can see, on both the puts and the calls, there's going to be opportunity in the stock. As a trader, as a long-term investor, watch out and do your own due diligence, do your own research. And with that is all from me. What do you guys think? Are you more of a Moderna stockholder, or are you a Pfizer stockholder? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm interested to know. If you want to do your own charting, I recommend you go over to Webull if you have not. Hopefully you're not on Robinhood and you're just looking at this simple line price action, like, oh, people are selling, I guess I sell. Oh, people are buying, I guess I buy. No, you got to do your own due diligence. And with here, like I said, we have some space until the charts and the price action tells us, okay, we're going to go down. Maybe you want to take a position, or maybe you actually want to sell your stock, and because you bought at $100, you're going to cash out. Those are the type of things you can do when you're looking at the charts. And I'm going to be providing videos in the future with how to read charts, how to do your own technical analysis, and how to use Webull more in depth. So subscribe to the channel for that also. And with that is all from me. I hope you guys have great gains in the stock market, and have a good day.
Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA, go SpaceX, Godspeed, Bob and Dog.
Godspeed indeed.
Vehicle pitching downrange.